Good morning. So we are doing the Uddhava Gita. We are continuing from where we left yesterday. We were describing about the different effects of the Gunas, that means Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. And what happens? So today it's a summation and giving us an idea about how an individual is supposed to free himself from the body. See, we are in the body. The Jivatma is very much within this body. And how does a person free himself from the problems connected to the body? That means you need freedom. Otherwise, after death, you will be born again with the bodies. So once and for all, if you are free, then that is not a problem at all. You go back to your self, the way, Krishna himself. So we are going to study that today. So let us begin. We are doing chapter 20 of the Uddhava Gita. This is verse 29. Now we are continuing from where we left yesterday. So, joy which springs from self is sattvic. That from the sense objects is rajasic. And joy due to ignorance and misery is tamasic. And that which is based on me is beyond the gunas. So a person feels joyous and happy. You will find that individuals, they feel joy and they feel happiness and they feel contentment. Maybe they find peace or something like that. But it is so minuscule, it's so tiny. It's a very momentary kind of a thing. It's not an extended version. You are in that joy and that happiness zone and then you are out of it. So let us see what happens when a person is in the different gunas. So an individual who is in the sattva guna, person who is pure, kind, compassionate, loving, caring, all that. Okay. So those who are on the path of sattva, their joy comes from within. They feel happy about it. And this joy comes from the self. That means the one that we are trying to search for is called the self. So the self within, the joy comes as if pouring out. It's like Swayambhu, it comes out on its own. So those who are on the path of sattva, they feel joy on its own. Let us see, for example, a person who is working in the field, taking the name of the Lord. He's just working with his bullock carts or bullock, and maybe he's tilling the whole field. Or maybe there is a person who is a late machine operator, or maybe he's working in some factory, or there is a person, a clerical person who is doing this job as a clerk, or some kind of a job. And that person is totally lost in that. Now you will find that such a kind of a person has a feeling of satisfaction and a joy which springs from within. He just feels happy doing what he is doing. There is nothing bothering him. Alright, so such kind of joy is sattvic in nature. It comes from the self. Then there are sense objects outside. Now sense objects are the things that titillate a person. Like say for example, a very good ice cream. Maybe when you are having ice cream or a cold drink when it is hot outside, you feel that joy coming from within. Oh, I feel happy now. I have drunk this cold drink and I am happy. That kind. Or maybe the person is interested in some kind of he's gone to the mountainside. Or maybe he has gone for a holiday. He is traveling by air. He is reaching his destination. You got what I'm saying? Oh, maybe he's winning a prize. Nowadays there are so many prizes given left, right and center. You must have seen. If you go to any of the channels, you will find that everybody is awarded some prize or the other. It is just to keep that spirit going. Otherwise, a person is going to get terribly frustrated with himself. You should know that. That's the reason why these prizes are doled out to people. Oh, take one, take one, take one, take one. It's like that. It doesn't cost money also any which way. So what are they doing? They are naming you as, oh, you are this of the year, you are that of the year. They keep on giving. Otherwise, you will find that you are going to go in a depressive state, sitting in front of your cameras and just giving a Zoom call or some one of those calls, you're doing a team meeting and you get so frustrated looking at all those faces of all the people. So naturally, to vent out, they will give you some kind of an award. The award may not even have any prize. Just recently, two companies in India have given an increment in the salary. And today they gave a clarification. This increment will be over a period of 6 months. Alright? Very good. And then there is another company which said, okay, we are going to give you a bonus. Alright? You're giving a bonus. So why? This is motivation. People are getting motivated by external circumstances. You may join classes. You may do some kind of a motivational, talk somewhere. Or maybe you are doing something which is going to keep you prepped up most of the time. That is Rajasic kind of a joy and happiness. The moment the cameras are switched off, you're back in your depressive state. What am I to do? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sitting at home. I'm wasting my life. Look at the whole world is progressing. The thought immediately starts coming within you. Because that is momentary. Rajasic happiness is driven by the outside world. There is nothing coming from within. The one which was coming from within is sattvic. Now let us move to the third one, which we call as tamasic. Tamasic joy is you are waiting for your call to get over, and then you open your bottle, and you pour yourself a nice drink and sit in front of the television. You are not even watching anything. Okay? You just want to get drunk and totally, you say, I just want to drink. That's it. Or maybe people are doing drugs. People are trying to get that happiness from some kind of a stupid instrument or methods like this, like drinks and drugs and objects. Or maybe you are interested in pornography or talking to someone, who all those kind of things that are there in this internet. Yes, all those things. Nowadays everybody wants to find this kind of bylanes, finding all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And now the biggest thing on planet Earth. Now this is something which was there way back in the past, but now it has taken a lot of people are very much interested in, and that is Rajasic. This which I am going to tell you. But I hope you understood what is the tamasic joy. Tamasic joy comes from all the nonsensical stuff, drinks, sex, this, that, those kind of things. Now Rajasic joy, the latest Rajasic joy. Yesterday I was listening to someone and he said, I love for these clubhouse meetings, I love to hear people on the clubhouse. It's a new app. Yeah. You have to only get in by invitation. And if you get in by invitation, you can listen to all these nonsensical people, the big shots, of the whole world, trying to educate the ignorant people. And only the big shots can talk to the big shots. Okay? You are a small fry. Nobody is going to give a damn to you. You can attend a meeting. It is like going for a conference. The fellow is talking to 10,000 people. Okay? And you are not even in the picture. You are somewhere in the corner. So it's like that. Clubhouse. That's an invitation. By invitation only. That joy which comes from attending those kind of meetings is a Rajasic joy. Now let us come to the fourth joy. In the fourth joy, he says, everything, all these joys that I mentioned, the one which is coming from drugs and all those which is tamasic kind, the one which is coming from external resources like, you get some prizes and stuff like that, that one, and the third one where you feel really happy doing whatever you are doing, the three sattvic kind. So beyond all this is the fourth kind, which comes by just being in love and devotion with Krishna. You don't need anything to do. No. A person could be just sitting at one place and he would be constantly in the state of joyous state. Why? There is no answer. Because beyond the bodies, the joy is not coming from within, it comes from Krishna. And that joy is something nobody can ever tell you what it is like, because it is just wonderful. At that point in time, you're not going to feel frustrated, angry, or upset at all. That joy is eternal. It doesn't just come and go. It is there literally like a non-stop thing. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. It's there all the time. That person, you will find he is literally sitting as if, that kind of there is not even an expression on the person's face. You'll find that he's constantly, he may not even be doing anything. Remember this. He may not even be working. He may be just sitting in a covering himself in a blanket like this on the bed. Doesn't matter. Or he may be looking somewhere blankly. If you do like this in front of him also, it won't make a difference, because his eyes are not actually seeing. So that joy is connected to Krishna. So we move to the next one. We are doing Uddhava Gita Chapter 20, verse 30. Things, place, fruit, time, knowledge, work, agents, faith, state, form and goals. All these verily fall within the range of the Gunas. Now we had done all these things. All these things we have just covered. Okay? These are under different verses that we did. Now so many verses we did yesterday and today. Alright? They are all covered under these things. Material worldly things, whatever they are. Place. Now you may be in some place. Fruit. Whatever you get from doing certain things in your life. The fruit that comes out of it. You are working for a job, you get your salary, that kind. Time. The time that is there. Maybe you are attending a funeral, you feel sad. Maybe you are attending a place where people are, joyous because somebody has won a prize, or you are having a baby. Something like that, which is joyous, time-based. Knowledge, when you understand certain things, that thing happens to you. Work, if you are doing some kind of a work. Agents, things which work towards giving you joy and happiness and all those things. Faith, yes, faith we discussed. State, form and goal, the ultimate destination. Where would you like to be? Which heaven? Do you remember the heavens that I mentioned to you? So yes, all these verily fall within the range of the Gunas. Everything that we said, whether it is time, place, object, anything, everything is under the Gunas. Nothing is beyond Gunas. See? So, even if you are thinking of getting to some heavenly place and you are praying for it, that also comes under Gunas. And Gunas come under Maya. Krishna's Maya. It is under the realm of Mother Nature. Mother Nature creates this whole universe for us, and Maya puts the illusory objects in front of us. Illusory time. Everything is illusory. And that is why it is driven by means of Maya. And all these things that we mentioned in the last 3, 4, 5 verses is under the realm of Gunas. So Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Beyond the Gunas is Krishna. So now we will do that. So we are moving to the next verse. We are doing Uddhava Gita, chapter 20, verse 31. O best of men, all things that are regulated by Purusha and Prakriti, whatever is seen, heard or thought of by the intellect, are modifications of the Guna. Now, this is an important statement. He is talking to Uddhava. Krishna is telling Uddhava, see the sentences. Everything is regulated by Purusha and Prakriti. Who is Purusha and Prakriti? If you recollect, when the unmanifest becomes manifest. The unmanifest, that means not there, becomes there, it is there. From nothing comes something. This happens in the state of Brahma. See, I have to use certain words for explanatory purposes only. The real meaning is when you meet your Guru and when he gives you the eternal knowledge, that time you will understand. But just now this is English language. I have to explain it the crassest method possible. So try to understand. From nothing comes something. Got it? Nothing, Brahma, something, Purusha and Prakriti. Everything that is there in this material world, everything, you can name it. Even what we say as the far away, stars and skies, you name it, including ether, the sky, the element called sky, that is also there. Anything that is created by Prakriti. Prakriti means Mother Nature creates all these objects. They are regulated by Purusha and Prakriti. Whatever is seen, heard and thought by the intellect. Even if you are thinking by the intellect. See, here the words are very peculiar. Pay attention to the words. The way in which Krishna is talking to Uddhava. Is he saying anything about the mind over here? You will find that mind is a vessel. Mind is not here. Mind is a vessel. The vessel is distributed in the whole body. Okay? You have an internal mind and you have an external mind also. Now let us not go there. But the thoughts, see where he is saying, the thoughts which are coming from the intellect, thought by the intellect. It is the intellect which thinks, never the mind. So don't mind. So it is the intellect which creates the thought processes. So now think about it. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you think about in your intellect also, they are modifications of the Gunas. Suppose you think that by means of yoga, I will reach God. The thought is there. I will do yoga and I will reach God, or I will reach enlightenment. You may not believe in God, but you may believe in a higher state of being. So I will do yogasana and I will reach the higher state of being, happiness, bliss, and all those nonsensical words that they dish out. It is nothing marketing gimmickry. Or they are saying, do this mantra, do these things, do this meditation. Different kinds of meditation are packaged and sold. You see, if you go to any of these places in India, there are classes, nowadays online classes, and sometimes you can go and attend these classes. And they will call it by some exclusive name. So even if you are thinking, I will do this meditation class and I will reach the state of being, the self, the truth, God, all these words that you wish to employ just now. It is nothing but thought, sir. It is coming from that stupid intellect of yours. And everything is under the domain of Maya, which is nothing but the Purusha and the Prakriti. The Purusha is the unmanifesting, he is still sleeping, okay? And the Prakriti is the Mother Nature. She is trying to create stuff. Okay, from her own being. She creates. And Maya is the one which is putting the illusion in you. Maya tells you, yeah, do these classes. You will get something out of it. You will become enlightened. So now I want to ask you a question. Do you really think? Do you really think all these great people who got enlightenment, did they attend any classes? Think. All these people who got enlightened, did they attend any classes? All the big names you can take, whichever name that you wish to. The answer is no. Then why are you attending classes? There is no meditation class, there is no yogasana class, there is nothing like that. So your utter nonsense that is being packaged and sold. And like an idiot, you love to go to these kind of places, spend money, spend your time, spend your energy, and just get lost in it. How ridiculous is that? This 1 year, 2020, has taught you the lesson. You know what lesson has come to you? Don't go to these places. There is no need to go to these kind of places. Yes, you please attend classes online, make yourself quite capable in the material world and make money. You attend these classes, you are not going to get happiness also. You're going to get totally dejected. You think in the last 1 year or 2 years, people have not got dejected and literally wanted to run away from these classes? They have all run away. And they are literally on the verge of bye bye, see you. That is what they are interested in doing. Because at the end of the day, they are spending money, they are spending their time, they are spending their energy, and there is nothing coming out of it. So this is the reason why all this is material hocus pocus. Don't fall for it. My target audience, yesterday I was very happy to see my target audience is in the age group of 18 to 22. 100% audience is there in my other channels, and I was very happy with it because at least these people, the younger people, they are smart enough not to get carried away by this nonsense. So here in this clay, the thought process happens from your intellect. Your intellect is telling you utter nonsense. And all this is in the material world. This is what Krishna is saying. They are all modifications of the gunas. So don't get conned into it. It's a modification of the guna. It is just giving you some bullshit. Now let us see what he says. How do you overcome these things? We are doing Uddhava Gita, chapter 20, verse 32. All these which make for the transmigration of man are due to the effect of the gunas. That man who has conquered these gunas which are produced in the mind is attached to me through the path of devotion and is fit for absorption in me. The only path which is recommended by Krishna, whichever book that you want to see, whether you go to the Bhagavatam, whether you go to Bhagavad Gita, whether you go to Uddhava Gita, you go to any scripture anywhere. I can guarantee you one thing for sure, because the highest God in the Indian pantheon, even if you don't know Krishna, is Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is the highest book. Uddhava Gita is a book where Krishna is saying the same thing which he told Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita here to Uddhava. So these words are very, very important for you to understand. He says, all this, whatever that we have said in the last so many chapters, so many verses, they make up of a transmigration of man due to the effect of the gunas, even by thinking, even by doing all those kinds of exercises, even by process of working, even trying to find joy, happiness, peace, all these nonsensical words which all these great people want to market it to you. You will find your peace and tranquility by doing the yoga classes. Sorry, boss. All that is nothing. Alright? So he says very clearly, this is going to lead you to transmigration. You are going to be born. And yes, if you have been, this is a joke, okay? Take it as a joke. If you have been doing Shirshasana, your next life will be of a bat, hanging upside down, because now this life you learnt it, isn't it? So next life we will make you a bat. You can hang yourself upside down and you will be doing your Shirshasana throughout your life after that. No liberation for you, sir. Bat means what, no? Coronavirus also included. So, let us see. Anything that you do with your mind, your senses, your thoughts, your intellect, anything, whatever thinking that you do also, all that is under the gunas. And because it is under the gunas, which is sattva, rajas and tamas, you are going to be born again and again and again and again. What life you are going to get? Don't ask me. Depends on the karma that you have done. Whatever karma that you do, you are anyway going to be responsible for getting your next body. So let us see now. That man who has conquered these gunas are produced in his mind. These gunas, they are produced in the mind. By the processing of the thoughts, these gunas are produced in the mind. Think about it. So if you think you are I am such a nice person, I love to help people around. I do charity during my lifetime. I give at least certain amount of money and I feed the poor. These thoughts may become for a sattvic person. He may say, I have to do my job. I am doing my duty towards my family, my people around, everybody. Yes, I am doing. I am a very good human being. I am always present. I am never absent from my job. I never stray. I don't drink. I don't do merry. I don't play cards. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything. I don't look at other women also. Very good, sir. You are a sattvic person. Congratulations. Tick. You will be reborn again. Because it comes under transmigration. Your next life, you will be like Bill Gates. Okay? Did you get the point? You will be the richest man on the planet Earth. And then you can do as much charity as you want. Oh, now this is there. Second, now all this is driven by gunas. Remember this. Alright? So even if you think you are some great guy, some great sheikhs, you have done some nice things. I am a good person. I never told lies. I never did anything wrong. I have been a goody person. Still, transmigration is 100% there. So, the only way out is to overcome that guna as well. Even the sattva guna has to be overcome. Why does the thought come to you that you are a good man? Why? Why does the thought come that you have donated to charity? Did you get the point? You are an idiot which God uses to get the money to some other place. So the moment you take the onus on yourself, you are finished. No. You are being used to get certain things done in this world. Whether you are doing charity, whether you are making 20 million coronavirus vaccines, even those things. You may be donating to Honduras and all those funny countries in this world, Uganda and all those, I am donating to those countries. Very good, congratulations. Or you may be buying a $67 million nonsensical art. I'm trying to help the world. There's an Indian from Singapore who has bought it. Now those who have not heard about it, I'm giving you the news then. There is something called NFT. You will ask me, what is NFT? Okay, I'll tell you. Now, what is NFT? First, you have heard about bitcoins, isn't it? Bitcoins are those coins which do not exist. They are only digital currency, doesn't exist. It exists somewhere in some space, God knows where. Like that, there is something which is called NFT. It's non-fungible tokens, they are called. Non-fungible tokens are meant for digital art and various other things. You can just keep on raising the rate of these kind of things. And the last art that was there was, I think, 67 or 69 million or something like that. I think $67 million. In 1 month's time, that art became that much. And it is a digital art. It's not even on paper. And one person from Singapore bought it in Singapore dollars, more than 90 million Singapore dollars. Ah, he's an Indian and he says, I am so happy to buy that art. Very good. So now did you see? The person may say, I'm happy to do it. The happiness comes from either Rajas or Tamas. Going to be reborn, sir. Again, going to be reborn. Maybe you will be a small fly on that non-fungible token somewhere. God knows. Alright? See? That is how it is. See, all my sessions, I give some new ideas to you. Okay? Because you should know, isn't it? Now, all these are produced by the mind. These gunas are produced by the mind. Like digital currency, Bitcoin, non-fungible token. They are creations of the mind. And you can put a value to it also. It is like saying, she loves me not. She loves me not. She loves me not. You don't actually know whether she loves you or she loves you not. Like that. It's a non-fungible token. Think like that. The idea is till she gives you one tight slap and say, get out from here. You got the point? So now let us come back to this. Here, Krishna is saying these words where he says, all these gunas are produced by the mind. The more you think about it in your intellect, the thinking happens in the intellect. The thought comes in the intellect and the mind reacts to it, and that is where the gunas come into the play. I've been thinking, I don't like this person, I hate this person is good, that person is bad, this person says like this about me. All those things that happen to you in your mind, all those that happen to you in your mind is nothing but gunas. The gunas get birth in the mind. Got it? And if you are attached to that, then you are not on my path. Krishna's path. Alright? You have to be detached from all these things. That means what? You be attached to me, Krishna, only Krishna, nobody else. Why are you bothered about all these non-fungible tokens, bitcoins, all that, gunas, mind, thought, intellect? Why are you bothered about it? Let it be. I will take you ahead. Krishna says these beautiful words. He says, just be devoted to me. Don't bother. Your mind is my playground. I can do what I feel like over there. I can play football also. Does it matter? Now you will say, did Krishna play football? Of course he did. Don't you remember the story of the ball going in the lake? See? And the snake Kalia, he was having it. So yes, he was a great football player, cricketer and everything. Yeah, at that time you may be wondering whether these games were there. Maybe he was doing throw ball or maybe he was doing basketball. The children over there, the gopis of Vrindavan, were playing with balls. So he says, let me use your mind and intellect and this body just like that football. I am going to push it wherever I feel like. But don't bother your head about it, okay? Anyway, I will rescue you. Even if it goes in the hands of Kalia, poisonous snake, I will rescue you. You just be my tool. Got the point? Just be my tool. Just do what I am telling you to do. I am going to kick you around. The Lord really kicks you around. Think. Now I am not joking. Something very funny. Yesterday's day, I saw an update which I did not put. Okay. In 2013. When was it? In 2013, Nearly 8 years ago, now I can say, all right. So 8 years ago, somebody offered me a big patch of land. All right. And they said, Guruji, you want to have an ashram? Here is the land for you. And in that update, I had written that somebody offered me this land. Okay. And all my disciples at that time were very happy. There were a lot of them at that time. So they were all very happy. Guruji, now we have at least found a place. Now we can have our ashram. Okay. A month or two later, the person says, I am very sorry, I cannot give you that place. Okay. Now, this has been going on over a period of time. Even today, it is the same story. There is no different story at that time. A godly person offered me a patch of land saying that you please take it. An enlightened person. So many years went by. Where is the ashram? Where is the ashram? Where is the ashram? Where is the ashram going on? Even today it is the same thing. Oh, there is a place where you can have an ashram. 2013 the place went away. Did you see what I told you just now? Krishna loves to play football. He will kick you around. Don't get carried away by it. Sometimes he gives, sometimes he doesn't give. He will bring it up to your mouth over here and then he'll take it away. He will say, I am going to give you the best in the world. And suddenly he will say, now I am not giving you. And then you will wonder, Krishna, what is this you are doing? When you have surrendered to the will of Krishna, when you are a devotee of Krishna, when you have a single pointed devotion and you have unconditional love for Krishna, have that faith in him. Don't bother your head about it. Whether he kicks you like a football or scores a goal or you go and stand on top of Kalia's head, it is okay. Alright? Because that is the only way in which you have overcome Maya. Your mind is not working. Neither does your intellect tell you, this is the property I am getting. I am so happy. The happiness doesn't even come. You are in a blissful state. Comes, goes, doesn't matter. Did you get it? So you are not even bothered about doing any plans or anything. Planning department, Krishna's department, not mine. So even today, living like this, on a day-to-day basis, you get food to eat, you eat. If you don't get, it's okay. If you get something, it's okay. It doesn't get, it's all right, no problem. Let Krishna handle your life the way it comes. Don't crib, don't get upset, don't get angry because he loves to play football. And yeah, so which place he is from? Yeah, his team's name is Golok Vrindavana. Okay. Sometimes we say Brindavan, so we say GB. Sometimes we say GV. So GV Club, GV. Got it? So that is the reason why. Don't get upset over it. That is what he says. And is attached to me through the path of devotion and is fit for absorption in me. I am going to take him in my team. Like you have these Night Riders and all these teams that are there, no? Like that, Krishna's team is there, GV team. Do you want to join the GV team? Then just don't bother. He's your captain. He's going to kick you around anywhere. He will put you in center forward sometimes. Sometimes he'll say, go and handle the goal post also. Why does it matter? So then it is beyond the gunas. And then nothing affects you. The truth about life is this. When you are not troubled by the gunas at all and there is no transmigration, all other teams will get sold except Krishna's team. Because he is the whole and soul of everything. Got it? We move to the next verse now. So we are doing Uddhava Gita Chapter 20, verse 33. Therefore, let wise men, having obtained this body which is conducive to knowledge and realization, winnow out their attachment to the gunas and worship me. So here Krishna is giving his very clear understanding to you. Now if you have understood what I have said, if you are a wise person and you have obtained this body because you are there in this world, so just get the knowledge. Okay? Get the knowledge in this world. Winnow it. Do you know what winnowing means? Removing the husk and all those nonsensical stuff out and only taking the right grains. That is winnowing. Okay? So, take what is pashtic, what is going to be nutritious to you. What is nutritious? There are so many knowledges in this world. That knowledge which will lead you towards enlightenment and Krishna. Only that knowledge you take it for yourself. Be a wise person. You have understood all these things, that everything in this world, whatever you do, whatever you think, any thought or anything that is happening that you see, touch, feel, experience in this whole world is nothing but Maya's creation. She has stemmed from Krishna himself. It is a delusory thing. Don't get carried away by it. And that knowledge, if you are a wise person, you will understand this knowledge which you are getting. Remove all the chaff from it. Remove all the chaff, all the dirt from it. And only take that knowledge which will bring you to me. And the attachment to the gunas should be removed. All these sattva, rajas and tamas, thinking that I want to be somebody, I am like this, I am like that, I want to be a good human being, I want to be, becoming very close to Krishna. All this, you don't bother your head about it. Just surrender to him. Just be devoted to him. Just be in love with him. That is all. There is no other place. The path of devotion is the highest and the ultimate path recommended by Krishna himself. Any other path is not going to take you anywhere. You will still be hanging upside down like that bat which I told you. Okay? So why do you want to become that? And maybe the Chinese will eat you up. That is what they did in Wuhan. And all these nonsensical things got spread in this world. 1.5 years is now nearly going to be over. We are still suffering from it. There is rise in pandemic in most of the states now. In India, the second thing has started. All that. Get that out of the way. Don't bother your head about all these things. Just be devoted to me. Krishna says these words, just be devoted to me, be in love with me, be my friend, then you can get absorbed in me. So we move to the next verse now. We are doing Uddhava Gita Chapter 20, verse 34. The wise meditative man should worship me without attachment to anything else, ever alert and master of his senses. He should conquer rajas and tamas by the culture of sattva. Now, in this what he says, now you are a material worldly being, alright? You may not even have heard of the gunas. You may be just an ignorant human being. But at least in your ignorance, you know what is right and what is wrong. Isn't that true? Some people know what is right and some people know what is wrong. They know that they have to do their good things in life. That means come first, do well in their studies, get good ranks, take up a good job, always be good, don't copy, don't do all kinds of nonsensical stuff. Right from beginning you have been taught like this. Pray to God. All this has been told to you. So for those people, the simple story is, don't get into any of the negative stuff. Be the positive guy. Be the guy who wants to be on the path of sattva, goodness alone, goodness. You be your good self. Be nice, be kind, be compassionate, loving, caring, taking care of people around you. He says that is the way of coming towards me. Hmm? So first be that sattvic being. Remove the rajas and tamas from your life. That laziness, inertia, I don't want to do this, that kind of thing, you please remove from your life. Become active, do your work, be honor everybody around, be good to your elders. All these things you got to do. Become sattvic in nature. Remove the rajas and tamas from your life. Okay, this is the first thing that he says. Then the next thing that he says, after you become sattvic, remove all those attachments that you have from your life. I am doing this for my family. I am doing this for this one. I am doing this for that one. Remove it all from your life. You are not doing it for anybody, sir. No, you are not doing anything for anybody. If you think by your giving money to your parents or you're taking care of your family, your wife, your children, your whoever it might be, your husband is there or whoever that is there, you're doing work at home, maybe you are a housewife, maybe you're working in the kitchen right from morning to night. That the thing that they show in the movies and all, of course you might be doing all those, cleaning vessels, doing all kinds of things, going to the marketplace, taking care of the babies, making them study. Ah, very good, very good. Don't be under that impression that you're doing something great. Okay? It's a job. You are doing it as a job. And don't say, I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. Every now and then, don't keep on saying, I give money to my parents, I help my family, I do this, I run these things, I did this, I did that. I am always a good person. I have always been a good son or a good daughter. Who cares? I've been a good husband or a good wife. Who cares? Krishna says, this is the thing you have to get out of. Stop that attachment to your body and that I, me, myself. That family is not yours. Those parents are not yours. Nobody is yours. I make people like this in this world. You are serving me, not them. If you are giving them money, it is under my direction because I have put you there to give money to them. You are not doing anybody a favor, sir. Did you get the point? It is through you I am getting them the money. Get it? So don't take that onus and the credit. So leave the sattva guna also. Don't have that attachment to your body and thinking that I am doing good in this world. I make people like you work for me. Okay, Krishna is saying these words. So here, you should do everything in a detached state of being. Don't even bother to say that I did it. I am doing this. I will show you. I can take this thing away. Who are you to take it away and who are you to give also? You are nobody. Got it? You are nobody. So don't even bother saying these words to anybody. Remove all the attachments from your life. Be ever alert. Always be alert. Never fall into the trap. See, people when they talk, they don't have the idea what they're speaking also. Some words escape their mouth, They will call somebody else an idiot or some other thing. They will say some kind of words. I hate you. I don't like you. I'm not going to give you any money after this. I will see to it that you suffer very bad. People in the heat of the moment, not realizing that the mind is the place where gunas are born. Correct? And because of that, they say words without thinking. So here he says, you have to be ever alert. If you are not alert, you are going to fall down in the path of spiritual. You have to know what you speak. You have to utter the right words. So be ever alert. Don't fall for anything. Any words escaping from your mouth or any thought coming in your mind also is dangerous. The thought coming through your intellect in your mind, you remember that it causes gunas to come into the picture. So let that guna not come into the picture. Go beyond the thoughts, go beyond the mind. This is what he says. Become that person who is ever alert. Don't fall. Be the master of the senses and be this wise person. Meditative. Here, when Krishna says be the meditative person, means only focus on me, nobody else. This way, meditate on me alone. Just keep me in your mind, body, and your senses. Just that me, Krishna. That's it. And worship me constantly. Your mind worship is okay. Your all other kinds of worship. Physically also, if you worship, I am fine with it. You give me one leaf of tulsi also, I am fine with it. See, people have always thought, giving one leaf of tulsi is fine with it. So it is not like that. If you are capable, give whatever you want to. Doesn't matter. Just otherwise, don't say, I am a multi-billionaire and I gave tulsi to Krishna. Don't worry. What you give, you get it 1,000 times back. So in your next life, you will get 1,000 tulsi plants. Got it? Got the answer? Congratulations. So be careful how you do it. So here he says, then you can come to me. Overcome your mind, your senses, your body, your attachments. Overcome these gunas. Remove yourself from rajas and tamas. Become sattvic. And from sattvic, become that unattached person. Then you will come to me. This is only a wise man who is meditative can understand. So be that wise person. Don't be that idiot. Got it? So we move to the next verse. We are doing chapter 20, Uddhava Gita, verse 35. With his intellect pacified, he should conquer sattva with the help of desirelessness. By this means, a man is freed from the gunas, gets rid of the subtle body, and attains to me. Here is the case. He says, your intellect has to be pacified, which means what? No thought should come in the intellect. A thought which says, you have to do this, This has to be done. Don't. Even the thought itself should not come. You should be on an autopilot. Happens on its own. No thinking. So no thinking process. No thoughts happening to you. Your intellect is pacified. It's quietened. Like that. Peaceful. There is no mind. Your mind is totally conquered. So when your mind and intellect has been pacified and he has conquered sattva, that idea that I am the greatest, I did this charity, I donated, I did this, I gave money to my parents, I am doing a good job, I am working in the hospital, I am saving lives, all these things that you think you are doing, give it up, because that is desire. Overcome sattva becoming desireless. Sattva can only be overcome when you become desireless. If a desire is there, I want to build a house, I want to have good clothes, I want to own properties, I want to own nice cars. All these are desires. Those desires may be driven by giving it to Krishna also. Like in the Americas, in 90s and 2000, there were so many devotees of a person, one of the Indian Babajis, there, they donated him Rolls Royce cars. We are donating it to the Guru. No. It is still a Rolls Royce. Why does a Guru need a Rolls Royce? Think about it. Even a Maruti 800 or an Alto will do. You don't need to give that person a Rolls Royce. That is stupid. That is called desire. I desire to give you a crown. What desire? No desire. Only when you overcome desire that you can overcome sattva guna. Got it? So overcome these gunas. Get rid. Once you overcome this, once your mind is clear, once there are no thoughts coming, do you know what the subtle body comprises of? See, we have three bodies. One is the gross body, the one that you touch, feel and see, that one. That is already overcome because senses are overcome. Second, the subtle body, the breathing body, which is the prana, mind and intellect. When you have overcome the pranas, the intellect, just now did I not tell you, no thoughts in your intellect, no thoughts, no thinking. Overcome the mind by means of becoming desireless. Now you have overcome the subtle body. This is the way you overcome the subtle body. If you want to go to Krishna, overcome the subtle body. Otherwise, you can't reach him. You have to be born again and again and again and again and again. So then you can attain me. Overcoming the subtle body, this way you can attain me. I hope I have given you the formula correctly. Huh? Right? Congratulations. Now we go to the last verse in this chapter. We are doing chapter 20. Uddhava Gita, verse 36. Such a man, freed from the whole his subtle body and the gunas, which spring up from the mind, is wholly filled by me, the Brahma, and he should have nothing to do with sense objects, either outside or inside. So, this man, this wise man, who is freed from his subtle body, there is no thought also arising in this person. No mind. The mind has been overcome because of desirelessness. No desire whatsoever coming in that person. I don't want anything. That I don't want anything. That should be the desire. Nothing is there. I don't want anything. Okay? And no thoughts in the intellect. Nothing in the intellect. So he has overcome the bodies, the subtle body. And when he has overcome the bodies, where are the gunas? Because remember, the gunas were born in the mind. Now, subtle body is the one which gives birth to the gunas. Now, he has overcome the mind, overcome the intellect, so the gunas are gone, disappeared. Chale gaye achhe. And then, which is wholly filled by me, then what comes inside that mind of theirs and the intellect of theirs? Only me, only Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna enters that place because now there is nothing you are thinking of, isn't it? You are only meditating on me, and because you are only meditating on me, you are just doing my job, you are just my tool. It's like a simple tool that may be there, maybe a screwdriver. Who is using the screwdriver? I am using. So imagine, you are like that person. You're just a tool. I am going to use you. Krishna is going to use you. And then the wholly filled by me. I am the Parabrahma. Okay? So if I am filling you up, and he should have nothing to do with the sense object either inside or outside, then why are you bothered about the sense object inside or outside? Outside means what? Your mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, children, house, property, cars, this, that, money, power, fame, fortune. You know all those things? All those are outside of you. What is inside? Everything that you see in the tangible world is outside of you. What is inside? See, he says, sense objects inside. I want to be a good person. The thought processing that you do. I want to be nice. I want to be kind. I want to be nice. I want to reach the heavens. I want to be with Krishna. That thought also. It is nothing but desire inside. Why are you bothered? Fill it up with Krishna, 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 Krishna. That's it. Once you fill it up with my name, then there is nothing to bother you. Then you will come to me. Why are you bothered about it now? So here we have come to the end of verse 36 of the Uddhava Gita. So tomorrow we will be beginning chapter 21. So tomorrow morning, chapter 21 onwards, we are coming very close to the end of this book. So take care. I'm sure you have got the technique today how to get, overcome your mind, overcome your subtle body today. So do that. Just take the name of Krishna, 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 Krishna constantly, and you will reach Krishna. Devotion is the only path. Bye. Take care. Have a great day today. Bye.